Here we have another synthesis problems. We need to figure out the reagents to accomplish this transformation. Again, we need to find out if we have the number of carbons that we have. And notice that here I have 2 extra carbons. That can come from acetylene. So, but to make the reaction work, say that I have, thinking backwards, if I have this anion from acetylene, which I know I can make, I can have acetylene react with sodium amide and make this anion. But to add all those carbons, I need an alkyl halide. And that alkyl halide, see here are the 2 carbons. So I need to have all that part. And for example, a good leaving group, so that I can plan an SN2 reaction. So what I did is, essentially, I have disconnected this. And that's the one that I need to be making in between this carbon and the other carbon. And to make that bond, I disconnect it, and I know I can have that nucleophile and acting over to this alkyl halide in an SN2 fashion. But now I need to make the alkyl halide, and I have that. So clearly I need to have a bromine atom over there. So if I do a hydrohalogenation over here, I'm going to get a bromine there if I do anti-Markovnikov, for example. Let's analyze the different scenarios here. If you did simply HBr, that will be Markovnikov. In that scenario, you will add the H here. Oh, I need to remove the double bond, obviously. So you're going to add, if this is only HBr, you're going to add the H and the bromine here. So you're going to end up with the following. And that's not going to help us because I'm never going to get the halide at the end. So I need to come up with a different solution. So what if I do the anti-Markovnikov? So I'm doing that with peroxides, so that I can have my product now is going to have the H here and the bromine here. So that's separate, right? That's something else. So I'm going to have this. I'm not here yet. So I need to plan, and if I need to notice, change this from this place to there, there is a sequence that allow me to do that, which is doing an elimination and then addition again. But to do that elimination, I need to make it and make a double bond here. So not any base will work. I need to use here a bulky base, large base. For example, if I use potassium terbutoxide, the preferred product is the Huffman. So I'm going to make the alkene here. So remember, if this is your alpha carbon, you will have beta hydrogens here, and also you have 1 here. But bulky bases will form preferentially. They're regioselective, and they give you, each are regioselective depending on the size of the base, but here you're using a bulky one, and that's going to give you the Huffman product. Once you have that alkene, what do I need to do now to go from this compound to the other compound on the right? No, I need to make a halogenation, and I need to add the halide at the end carbon. So how do I do that? That step is, again, anti-Markovnikov. So here I will need to use HBr. And again, I need peroxide to have the bromine added here at the least substituted and the hydrogen at the more substituted carbon. So that way I will get the alkyl halide I need to do that elimination. So we did that analysis again, thinking backwards. I noticed that I needed to add 2 carbons to the chain. Those can come from acetylene. I can prepare that anion by having react acetylene with sodium amide and have this react over the other part when I disconnect, and I make an alkyl halide here. So I'm disconnecting 2 pieces. One is acetaldehyde coming from that, and the other I make an alkyl halide to have a good leaving group. And now I need to repair that from this compound, but needed to have the bromine at the end. I perform a series of reactions. In doing the anti-Markovnikov of hydrohalogenation, I added the bromine here. And then using a big base, I can have the Hoffman product and do again another hydrohalogenation. Anti-Markovnikov to get the bromine what I needed. And my sequence of reagents is going to be the following. Let's say summarizing from that. First step was using HBr, and I need peroxide. Second step, I need to use terbutoxide, potassium terbutoxide. I need to do a third step, again, HBr, again with peroxide to have the anti-Markovnikov region selectivity. And in the last step, I need to add this, so which is I need to repair this plus sodium amide to make that react with that product. So I need to do all that. So that's say in another reaction vessel, and then I combine this two. The alkyl halide I made with the sequence 1, 2, 3 with this. I add that in the last step to make the compound that I need. Okay, so remember, always think of the number of carbons, and here what we did is disconnect to figure out what we need to add.